Seoul, South Korea, the cosmetic surgery capital of the world. Over the past 15 years, this industry has exploded here, with more than 1 in 5 Korean women aged 18 to 49 having received some form of treatment. This is now a $10 billion a year industry, and it's expected to continue its rapid growth over the next 5 years. This has led to intense competition amongst the countless clinics here, which has resulted in Seoul having the highest quality of surgeons anywhere in the world, and the world has noticed. Nearly 100,000 people traveled to Seoul for treatment in 2019, and although that number has dipped during the pandemic, it's expected to boom in the years ahead. In this video, we'll tell you the most common procedures people book and how much they cost. So I'm here in downtown Seoul. This is a country that seems to be able to will itself to number one in almost any industry it chooses. Back in the 80s and 90s, they took over the electronics and then the auto industry worldwide. And over the last decade, they've chosen to focus on the entertainment industry. From Squid Game cleaning up at the recent Emmys to Parasite winning the first ever Best Picture Oscar, the world can't get enough Korean drama, Korean movies. And forget about the music industry. Whether you love it or hate it, you can't deny K-pop's dominance. And that has played a major part as to why this has become the cosmetic capital surgery of the world, and why thousands of people are flying in from Thailand, from China, from all over the world to have their procedures done here. So today, I'm gonna learn more about the industry right here in the epicenter, and I'm gonna find out how much it costs. I don't just want to talk about it though, I want to get inside a clinic. So I'm here in the world famous Gangnam district. And this building right here, that's called the View Clinic. The entire building is one clinic. We're going to go inside now and we're going to learn how the journey of a medical tourist coming to Seoul for this treatment all begins.
Welcome to Korea, Chris.
Ah, thank you.
How was your flight?
It was great.
Okay.
It was great. Nice to see you.
Yes.
Wow, this place is huge.
It is huge.
Before I show everyone what goes on all 15 floors, I want to back up a little because it must be very confusing for people to think about traveling in from another country to get treatment. So how do you guys handle that?
So as soon as they arrive at the airport, there is somebody to pick you up.
So you guys actually meet them at the airport?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. And then what about accommodations? How does that work?
Oh, yeah. Some of them, they are looking for their accommodation by themselves, but normally we're gonna arrange the accommodation for the customers nearby the free clinics.
Okay, so it's not just people coming in and having to find everything themselves. It's like a whole package type thing?
They don't have to worry about where to go, how to get there, so it's everything in their package.
And that's the thing about Korea. When they decide to do something, they do it right. And this building is a prime example. It's a massive place called View Plastic Surgery, and it's over 14 floors of the most advanced technology, the highest quality surgeons, and world-class facilities. It's one of the biggest clinics in Seoul, and in here they offer almost every procedure you could imagine. And every visit here starts with a consultation where I sat down and learned a bit more about why people travel in here. What's the most popular treatment that people travel here to get?
저희 병원 같은 경우에는 뭐 눈, 코도 되게 유명하지만 이제 윤곽, 가슴, 뭐 안면거상, 이제 그 전신 흡입 전체적인 부분들이 다 유명하고요.
What does it cost for some of the most common procedures?
지금은 이제 가슴 수술이 제일 문의가 많고요. 그리고 이제 보형물 때문에라도 2,000에서 보통 2,500 정도 이렇게 비용이 측정이 됩니다.
And if someone comes in, for example, for breast augmentation, how long do they have to stay in Korea?
보통은 한 일주일에서 2주 정도 한국에 체류하시면은 좋을 것 같아요.
So I don't think that I'm going to get my breasts done today, but thank you very much for your time. It was nice to meet you. So that was super cool. Big building that can take care of all your needs. But I've heard about a place right in this neighborhood that focuses on treatment for people that are right in the middle of a vacation where they just want to dip in for a half day or a day. This is called the Me Clinic. It's a smaller boutique style clinic that's finding great success treating tourists who didn't travel in for surgery. So I asked their lead doctor to explain. So they come check in, check out the same day?
That's right, because we are very, very focused on the minimize the downside and maximize the efficacy as much as possible.
Oh wow, what specific procedures are they doing in this kind of non-invasive way?
1 day procedure, that means one day procedure means you're gonna have the very least downside. You may get back to your ordinary activity right after the procedure.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of redness and a little bit the swelling around the non-visible area.
Is that what you think kind of separates? Because Korea is so famous for the quality here.
Oh, that's right. We have lots of competition. That guarantees the lots of cases, and lots of cases guarantees the quality.
So you got big clinics, you got small clinics, and I'm going to give you a list of the prices of the most common procedures people fly in here for. But before we get to that, I thought I should back all the way up. It's like, how do you even start? Where do you begin in this sea of clinics and service, especially if you're flying in from overseas? So to answer that question and to really make it simple, I called in some old friends from Thailand. That was a tasty barbecue. So, my friends from Thailand are Ever Healthcare. This is Pink.
안녕하세요. 핑크라고 합니다. Hello, my name is Pink. สวัสดีค่ะ ชื่อ Pink จาก Ever Healthcare ค่ะ
So Pink, just for people out there who might not have seen my last video where Prim explained what Ever Healthcare is, can you tell everyone what your company is all about?
Ever Healthcare เป็น one stop service platform ที่ช่วยให้ผู้ป่วยได้จองการรักษาทางการแพทย์แล้วก็ความสวยความงามนะคะโดยเรามีคลินิกพาร์ทเนอร์เนี่ยมากกว่า200แห่งทั่วโลกเลยทั้งในไทยแล้วก็ทั้งเกาหลีค่ะ
Yeah, it's a super cool service. Like the best way to think about them is they're like an Airbnb of medical health care and medical tours, and they're a super fun place to check out. I'll leave a link at the end, but I didn't know that you guys were here in Korea. You have a network of things in Korea available?
นอกจากในไทยแล้วเนี่ยเราก็ยังมีพาร์ทเนอร์คลินิกกับโรงพยาบาลที่เกาหลีเป็นโรงพยาบาลชั้นนำมากกว่า30ที่เลยหัตถการที่คนไข้ชอบมารักษาที่เกาหลีบ่อยๆเนี่ยก็คือเราจะมีทุกๆหัตถการเลยไม่ว่าจะเป็นตาเป็นจมูกหรือว่าโครงหน้าหรือแม้กระทั่งการทำดูดไขมันทั้งตัวหรือว่าเสริมหน้าอกหรือว่าเสริมบั้นท้ายนะคะก็มีทั้งหมดเลย
So when someone's in here getting care and they need something that they can't get at the clinic but they're foreigners in Korea, does Ever Healthcare do anything to support this?
ค่ะที่จริงที่ Ever Healthcare เนี่ยเราช่วยคนไข้ของเราเนี่ยตั้งแต่เริ่มต้นการรักษาเลยก็คือตั้งแต่การค้นหาคลินิกที่เหมาะสำหรับแต่ละบุคคลแล้วก็ทำการจองแล้วก็จะช่วยตั้งแต่การหาโรงแรมหารถรับส่งหรือว่าแม้กระทั่งให้คำปรึกษาในการขอวีซ่าหรือว่า KETA ที่ต้องขอตอนนี้ค่ะ
So you guys do a ton before the trip, but once they're on the ground in Korea, does Ever Healthcare still provide services on top of what the clinic would be offering?
ค่ะนอกเหนือจากรถรับส่งที่เราไปรับที่แอร์พอร์ตแล้วเนี่ยเราก็จะมีผู้ช่วยส่วนตัวที่คอยดูแลคนไข้เนี่ยเวลาที่เขามาถึงที่เกาหลีทั้งวันที่เข้าปรึกษาหลังจากการผ่าตัดหรือว่าหลังผ่าตัดเองที่ต้องเข้ามารับการทำทรีทเมนต์ลดบวมหรือว่าระหว่างที่อยู่ที่เกาหลีเนี่ยต้องการซื้อข้าวซื้อน้ำหรือซื้อยาต่างๆเนี่ยเราก็จะมีผู้ช่วยส่วนตัวที่เกาหลีเนี่ยดูแลคนไข้ทุกคนของเราค่ะ
Sounds incredible. I do have some questions that I want to ask a doctor though.
ตอนนี้เราก็อยู่หน้าโรงพยาบาล ID แล้วค่ะงั้นเราก็ไปถามคุณหมอกันเลย
Okay, let's go.
The third and final clinic I visited was perhaps the most impressive of all. Established back in 2002, this clinic is known as ID, and it's serviced over 21,000 medical tourists, and they've come from all over the world. With over 30 consultation rooms, this is Korea's largest clinic and the only one that's officially designated as a hospital, where they do full hospital level screenings.
It feels as much like a high-end resort or spa as it does a hospital. Whether it's breast augmentation, rhinoplasty, Botox, or more intense bone reconstruction, this place is full of patients who've come here to transform themselves. I got a chance to meet one of the top surgeons here, and by the end of our conversation, I was starting to understand why the whole world's traveling into Korea for their cosmetic surgery. I'm curious, what do you think separates this from all of the other clinics out there in the world?
우리 병원이 일단 뭐 다른 병원이랑 크게 차이 나는 거는 뭐 이렇게 제가 이제 한번 보시면 알 텐데요. 저희 병원이 되게 커요. 한국에서는 제일 큰 병원이고요. 그다음에 오래됐습니다. 일단 이 병원이 생긴 지 18년이 됐는데 그동안 특별한 사고 없이 아주 세이프하게 모든 전 세계 환자분들 갖다가 아주 만족스럽게 수술을 많이 한 병원입니다. 그리고 또 이제 안전성에서 되게 닥터들하고 이제 직원들이 다 협력 관계에 대해서 직원들이 되게 많아요. 전문성 있는 직원들이 많아갖고 아마도 이제 대학병원 수준의 진료를 성형외과의 진료를 받을 수 있는 그런 좋은 병원입니다.
I've seen a lot of international patients here. Where do most of these patients come from?
전 세계 각국에서 오세요. 그 아시아에서는 이제 뭐 중국, 일본, 태국도 많이 오시고요. 그다음에 중동 지방에서도 오고, 사우디아라비아, UAE, 그리고 유럽은 뭐 영국, 프랑스, 네덜란드, 얼마 전에는 노르웨이에서도 오셨고요. 그다음에 남미 지방에서 칠레, 페루까지 오시고, 미국, 캐나다도 오시고.
Can you talk about the current trends in plastic surgery and maybe what makes the Korean technique stand out from other countries?
저도 그게 되게 의문인데 이제 한국 코리안 닥터들이 되게 좀 더 섬세한 것 같다는 섬세하고 그다음에 이제 예쁘게 만드는 재주들이 좀 있는 것 같아요. 일단 뭐 이게 병원이 크다고 오는 게 아니라 결과가 좋으니까 오는 거겠죠. 그래서 섬세한 면에서 좀 그렇고 이게 뭐 수술뿐만 아니라 K-뷰티라서 요즘에 여러 가지 음악이나 다른 장르도 많잖아요. 그래서
I know there's a ton of Thai people that fly here for surgery. What are the most common things they're flying in for?
요즘 들어서는 이제 눈, 코하고 윤곽이 조금 많이 오시는 것 같아요. eyelid 서저리하고 코 라이노플라스티 노스잡하고 그다음에 이 본 서지, 페이셜 본 컨투어링 서저리를 많이 하러 오시고요. 또 그리고 또 하나 재밌는 트렌드는 재수술들이 많아요. 그러니까 다시 수술하는 거. 그러니까 여러 번 수술했는데도 불구하고 결과가 안 좋아서 마지막으로 한번 해야겠다 하고 오시는 분들이 굉장히 많으세요. 근데 그거는 재수술은 굉장히 중요하거든요. 테크닉도 중요하고 환자를 어세스하는 것도 정확히 해야 되는데 저희 병원 이제 닥터들이 그걸 좀 잘하는 것 같아요. 제가 보기엔.
Well, thanks a lot. That was amazing information. This is the man. If you ever want to come and get the best surgery in the world, this is the man. He was just in a surgery before we met, and I'm sure he's got to go back. So I'll let you go. 고맙습니다.
네, 반갑습니다.
Thank you.
Bye.
Wow. Well, that sure was eye-opening and interesting. And as promised, I'm going to show you guys a list now of the most common procedures people come to Korea to get and how much they generally cost. And one last thing, I get so many of you guys writing in asking me, how do you get started in this world of medical tourism? You might be looking to book something here in Korea for cosmetic surgery. You might be looking to book a more traditional thing over in Thailand, and it can be daunting to think about where to begin. And that's why I work with these guys called Ever Healthcare, who helps me get into all these clinics, helps me learn about medical tourism, and they've got a platform that'll make it super easy for you. It's like logging into Airbnb. You just find your treatment, you search for it, you search where you want to get it done, and it spits you out all kinds of pricing and ratings and reviews. It's fun to play with. Go check it out. I'll leave a link in the description below. And I'm going to do a medical tourism video every few months just because you guys ask me so much about it. So stay tuned. Don't know where we'll go next, but it probably won't be here in Korea. So I'm going to get my last bowl of kimchi jjigae.